Aloha, and this is Julie from Hawaiian Beach Walk, and I hope you're having a really great day today. Today I'm going to be making a birthday card with the Birthday Blooms stamp set. I really like this stamp set because of the flower detail, and the flowers always remind me of my daughter's wedding because she had peonies in her bouquet, and it was really beautiful, and so I had used this flower in some of my stamping, and with the colors that I made, looked like her bouquet. But today I'm going to be doing a birthday card, and I'm going to be using the eggplant for my cardstock, elegant eggplant for my cardstock. And so this measures 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then I have just a piece that I'm going to put on the inside to be able to write my message. And so that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then on the outside, I'm going to be using 2 different pieces. And this piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and this piece is 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. So this is the Whisper White cardstock, and this stock here is the Wisteria Wonder. So what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be doing some embossing with my embossing folder, the Fluttering Butterfly. And I think I had mentioned in one of my posts on my blog that one of the best investments that I made as far as tools went was my Big Shot. And I absolutely love using thin set dies and embossing folders. And so I have just I've just used it so much. So you're going to see when I bring up my Big Shot, I had to put ribbon over my handle because I use it so much that the handle was coming apart. But now I have had this for at least I think 5 years, and have used it a lot. So I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of this, that's for sure. This is going to be on tab 1. We use it a lot at our Cards of Faith ministry, so it's a very well-loved machine. Alright, so what I want to do is, okay, so this is the indented side here. You'll see where the Sizzix sign is, okay? So this is indented in, so this will be your front, alright? So I'm going to place my paper in here. Oh, sorry, you probably can't see that. Don't have a lot of room with this machine here. Okay, and so it's going to look like that. I'm going to run it through. I'll put my plate down. Yeah, it was really funny when I first got my machine. Seriously, I didn't even know how to use it. Someone it arrived the day we had our first Cards of Ministry gathering, and luckily enough, somebody who was coming to the gathering knew how to use it. So anyway, so they showed me how to use it. I need to back this up just a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, so, and then when I first got it, I went crazy. One of my friends let me borrow some of her embossing folders, and I just embossed like crazy, and I just love it. So isn't that detail just beautiful? It's just so happy. So I thought, well, you know what, those butterflies will look really pretty with the flower, very summertime. Alright, so I'm going to put that aside, and now we're going to do our stamping. And I'm going to do the stamping in the elegant eggplant, I believe. Right. Now, one of the things also that I usually do is I usually buy my stamps in either the clear mount, which is like this. Okay, it's of the red rubber. but it doesn't have the wood mount on top of it. And then you can take your clear blocks and just attach it on. So, like so. All right. So we're just going to do one at a time. Sorry for that noise. Okay, and I'm going to do this down the very bottom to make sure I have enough room for the flower. Good. I'm happy with that. Okay. Also too, I use my Stampin' Scrub, which we have this mist, and I just clean my stamps. It's really funny when I when I first started doing this, you know, I actually had like stamps from years and years and years before, but when I finally became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'd be doing the Cards of Faith ministry, and I found out, oh, there's this cleaner for your stamps. I was like, wow, I never knew that before, and some of my older stamps are like so bad. I was like, wow, I wish I would have known that a long time ago. But now I try and keep my stamps in good shape. Awesome. I love it. As you can see, there's other colors here from a previous project that I was working on. Alright, so I need to clean this one too. And like I said, keep our stamps as in best shape as possible. Take care of them, and they will last you a very long time. I always want to be sure that I take good care of those. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color in the flower. And so this, I'm going to be using the Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils, which I really enjoy. I really like their colors. So I think I'm going to use these two pink, and then I need to go with the old olive color for my leaves. And I'll be really honest, I am not the best as far as like coloring in and with shading and stuff. I really need to keep developing that technique. But, you know, practice is the only way to get there, right? So, and everyone's interpretation and creativity is different in their own. So there's really no wrong to it. So don't be afraid to just try. Okay, now one of the things I love about the watercolor pencils, because they turn into watercolors. So I'm using my aqua painter brush, and I just gently touch it, and it just kind of helps that color just kind of blend really nicely. Takes those hard strokes from the pencil out. Then with your aqua painter, all you have to do is just brush your brush on the side, and it'll take all the colors off. Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to be using, this is the Melon Mambo. I'm going to use this with a very light touch. That way when I do my water on top of it, it'll be a lighter color. It won't be really, really deep. Okay. And the other thing too, you know, if you start out lighter and you don't like it, you want something darker, then hey, you can always add more color to it. But unfortunately, if you go too dark in the beginning, you can't remove it. So it's better to keep it light at first. Let's see how this water just blends it so nicely. makes it so soft. Like, yeah. Oh, love it. Okay. And then I'm just going to add in some darker, this is the rich raspberry color pencil. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of that in. And you know, the thing is that the artist has really already done this for you to tell you where to put it, right? Here, these little dark lines, you just add it there. I mean, and it's gonna give you a really good shading. And then same thing within the center. You know, I'm just gonna add a little bit of darkness there, just to give a little bit of depth. And we don't really need to do much water because the paper was already wet, and you don't want to wet it too much, okay? This is not watercolor paper, so I want to make sure I don't oversaturate it, okay? All right, I'm liking this. So let's just put this together real quick. This is how it's going to look, like that. Love. Okay. But you know what I think I want to do? Sorry. you know, this is what I love about doing projects like this, because you know, you can just let yourself be creative. So what I'm thinking I'm going to add is some Wink of Stella, but of course we don't have to do the whole thing because it's, you know, going to be covered up here, right? So let's try and just do some of this. So the parts that we'll be showing, we'll do this on the butterflies, okay? Just to add a little bit of bling. I love this Wink of Stella. It's so pretty. And I know on camera you really can't see it, but it really does add a lot to your project. It's kind of that really special touch, and especially to if you just even add it to the total background, like on the Whisper White, it takes it just to a nice level of elegance. So I'm just doing the butterfly wings that we'll be showing. Let's place this here again. Let's see where I'm looking at here. Okay, so down here, on the bottom, and down here. So I don't know what it's like for you guys where you are. It's getting pretty hot here, but I know nothing compared to what you guys are experiencing on the mainland, on the U.S. See, Hawaii, we're part of the U.S., so we always refer to our other states as the mainland. So, and I'm originally from California, but moved here many, many, many years ago. And so I understand with the heat and so forth that you are experiencing, because I too have experienced that when I was growing up. I have to say, I don't miss it at all. Sorry, just being truthful. I just, so please make sure everyone take good care of yourselves. Sure you stay hydrated. Alright, let's see how this is going. Okay, I think I caught it all. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's just a little bit of... The lighting is really bad right now. There's so much shadows, so I apologize for that. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put dimensionals on this piece. Then think I'm going to glue down the front piece. We'll see. we'll see. Sorry, hopefully you don't see my head in this. Just trying to make sure I've got it. That looks straight. I think so. I hope so. Okay. And this I'm going to put right here. Alright. So yeah, I think I'm going to glue that down because otherwise it's just going to be getting too thick. Yeah, when I first started doing my crafting, I used to use a double-sided tape for everything. But then I found that I really like the glue because I can position it and move it around to make sure that I've got it just where I want it to be. Okay. Alright, now I think though, needs a little something more, so I think I'm going to put the Wink Estella on the flower and the leaves. Just try and give it a little bit of shimmer and shine. I like it. Okay, well, there you go. That's just a quick project for today. If there's anything that I can ever do for you with your creative needs, please do not hesitate to let me know. You can visit our website at www.HawaiianBeachWalk.com. On there you will see our Stampin' Up! Online store that you can click to, or you will also see our Crafters Cove, which are ready-made products. And I also have a blog on there, so I try and give just ideas, pictures of projects that I've done that maybe you have a stamp set already and that are looking for a different idea, or it might spark you to, if you'd like to purchase some products, I'd be more than glad to help you with that. Alrighty, well, that's it for today. I hope you have an awesome day, and aloha until next time.